Hey guys, what is going on? This is Virtual Riot, not in my usual location today because I am on an internship at a recording studio. But today I want to show you my Atmosphere sample pack that I released on Prime Loops, and especially how you can use it easily with the Kontakt Instruments that are included. Some of you might have heard the demo track, and it's like very complicated, lots of pads going on, changing their pitches and everything, and it's hard to do that with just the WAV files because you have to just chop them up a lot and pitch them up and down. So I included some Kontakt instrument that make this very easy for you. So I made a little demo project that sounds somewhat like the demo track. This is what we're gonna do, and at first I want to show you the contents of the pack. Like it's got some minor atmospheres, major atmospheres, and field recordings, which are just like noisescapes, ambiences that I recorded from all over the place. So yeah, the atmospheres are very dreamy and relaxed. These are great for intros to a track or for a dreamy breakdown, or if you want to make chill stuff in general, then these are very useful. The major atmospheres sound a little bit more hopeful. And they're all sorted by key, but if you want to pitch them and make it really easy for you, you can use the Kontakt Instruments. And what they do is, there are 4 Kontakt Instruments there, and they contain all of the pads as WAV files, but as you see, down here you have these blue keys which trigger the pads. And then you have the red keys, which indicate what note all these pads are being pitched to. So right now, all these are pitched up to an E, and I can change here on the fly and change the pitch of all of these pads. So this makes assembling them and fitting them into a track a lot easier, and you can even create chord patterns with them, especially if you combine the minor and the major pads. And when you do a MIDI track now on this, on the upper segment from C3 to C5 you have the pads, and down here from C0 to C2 you have the key switches for what pitch is supposed to be played. I have selected a few pads, and they're all E minor because that's what the key trigger, the key switch down here is doing. And then I have another Kontakt instrument, minor pads number 3, where there's one of the pads is like really subby and bass heavy, and like a very warm sub. And this is being triggered by another MIDI track. I'm just holding the pad up here, and while it's being held, you can do some key triggers down here to change the pitch. In this case, the pitch of this bassy pad. So now these 2 Kontakt instruments together already sound something like this. And if we then add some drums and some sidechaining that I'm doing with the LFO tool by Xfer, I'm just triggering this with MIDI, we can get some more pumping into it, and it sounds something like this. If you want to shape the pads a bit more, in the user interface there are a lot of buttons to press, like some effects to add to the pads. For example, you can add a bit crusher, or a filter, some delay and reverb. And a compressor in the end. This is practically it. I hope you like the pad, enjoy the sounds, and make some cool tracks with them. Goodbye!